Human civilization has always known conflict. But it wasn't until the 20th century that the scope magnified to such a bloody scale as to engulf the entire world. In the aftermath of the war to end all wars, Adolf Hitler and his Nazi party fanned the flames of a broken and dispirited nation, rebuilding the country from the ashes of the Versailles Treaty into a fascist juggernaut that seemed unstoppable. They pushed all the way to the Atlantic in their blitzkrieg, with England their next target. But Winston Churchill and his small island nation won the Battle of Britain, holding out through Hitler's terror bombing for an entire year. They stoked the fires of freedom long enough to stay alive and to save the world. After Pearl Harbor, the United States, with all its military and industrial muscle, entered the war. First Africa, then Italy, and then finally Fortress Europe itself. You, soldier, are a part of this great crusade. Are you ready to rise above and beyond the call of duty?
There are lots of shooters out there that have rightful claims to key points of video game history, but the current world of multi-million-dollar cinematic military shooters can be traced back to one very specific game. In the late 1990s, Steven Spielberg was enamored with World War II history, and it just so happened that his son was playing GoldenEye 007 at the time. Spielberg was convinced he could make a similar dramatic experience at DreamWorks Interactive, and so began the work on the first Medal of Honor. There was actually pushback on Medal of Honor. Its development was happening around the same time as that horrific Columbine high school shooting. There were also veterans of organizations that felt it tarnished the value of meaning of the actual Medal of Honor. It took some effort to assuage concerns, but the end result was huge. Medal of Honor established a military shooter like we've never seen before. It would go on to produce a bustling multiplayer shooter market with the likes of future titles like Allied Assault, while still offering action-packed levels like the storming of Normandy Beach and the Russian retaking of the Red Square. Medal of Honor serves as a launch point of many incredible games like it, including Call of Duty. In fact, Call of Duty specifically came out of developers leaving the Medal of Honor team to form Infinity Ward. As such, Medal of Honor can be looked at as the grandfather of high-budget military multiplayer shooters as we know them.